Welcome everyone to this channel. This channel is for writers and those also that have been writing for a while but have never actually completed anything they would consider noteworthy. Especially if you're pursuing the craft of writing novels and want to at some point become a published novelist, whether that's self-publishing or traditional published. I decided to start looking at some of the software offerings that are available that are supposed to help us as writers to complete drafts. Whether that's by helping us plan and plot our novels or help us keep track of our ideas and our manuscript as we go about writing. I wanted to start with relatively inexpensive software. And I thought since I was looking at these softwares, you might like to see what they look like as well. For the next couple of videos that I post, I'm going to be looking at software that is $30 or less, runs on a desktop, does not require internet access, and does not require a subscription. Some of these only cost $30 and some of them cost nothing. So let's get started today with the first two of these softwares that I found. You'll see all of them on the screen, but I'm going to look at two of them today. The first one is StoryWeaver. Now, StoryWeaver is a bit older program. There is a newer version available that is StoryWeaver 4, and I will bring up just a little clip from their website. We are looking today at StoryWeaver 3, which is available for only $29.95. It's Windows only, and it runs on a desktop or laptop. This means I only have to make one payment and I'm done with it. Like I said, it is a little bit of an older program. They do have a new StoryWeaver 4 that runs on the cloud. It requires a $2.95 a month subscription, so at the end of the year I would have exceeded my $30 limit, so I eliminated that from the testing today. And I went with StoryWeaver 3. So downloading and looking at StoryWeaver 3, it is definitely an older program. You can tell that just by the choice of fonts and the size and arrangement of the icons on the screen. If you're looking for something to guide you step by step through the development process of a story, and you're not very familiar with that, then this might be something you look at. It starts with some introduction, including a welcome that includes a video from Melanie Ann Phillips, who is one of the creators of some of the writing software. Now, as Melanie describes in her video, this software is meant to help the author and approach a story from the author's point of view, trying to anticipate the needs of the person developing the story, and not necessarily looking at the story itself and what it needs. So the idea of this is you would start with the inspiration stage, and you would follow each one of these little cards through, reading what's going on here and filling in your ideas on how to complete it. Some of them are brainstorming type ideas, and some of them are more free form. There are different videos as you go through. You cover plot, character, theme, and genre, and then there's kind of a wrap-up of the story so far at the end of each of the sections. You go from inspiration into development, where you go further into plot. From development, you can keep continuing on to exposition, storytelling, until you finally get to the end, and hopefully by then you have a fully fleshed out story. If this sounds like something that would benefit you, having a guided instruction as you go through, this might be worth a look for you. For myself, it doesn't quite fit how I develop stories, so this goes on the back burner for me, and I might try it out if I ever want to spark an idea when I don't have one. So that is StoryWeaver 3. As I said, there is a cloud-based version as well, but StoryWeaver 3 is available from StoryMind.com. StoryWeaver, it is Windows only, it is desktop, and it is $29.95 for download. There are also some other little tools that come with it if you buy the software, some ebooks and information that could help you if you're very new to story writing. Our next offering that we're going to look at is WriteWay Pro. This is also an older program, and it is also Windows only. It's available from WriteWayPro.com/download. And if we look at the website here, the video, you can see that it is version 1.9.1, and what you do is you download the demo version, and then further on in the download process you will find a registration key that everyone uses. They just give you one registration number for everybody, completely free. Now this program looks a little bit different. It is also an older way of doing things, but it does have a nice size window here if you want to for writing in. It allows you to break up your writing into acts, chapters, and scenes, and it is relatively easy to add a chapter and to add a scene. It gives you a storyboard so that you can review your writing as you go along. And it does collapse and allow you to open up a character panel as well, where you can add characters. And the characters section prompts you for information about your character. So you can give some detail about, in my case, Bob. Along with the characters panel, there is also a research panel where you can research things and keep notes about what you've uncovered. There's also a scratch pad that is an area for you to put notes. You have a choice of several different dictionaries to use, and you have the ability to create a synopsis. So if you're just looking for something to keep organized and so that you can break your story down into sections, keep a few notes on your characters, for free, this is a pretty good deal. Now, one caveat, whenever I was playing around with it on my system, I did run into a couple of little bugs that flagged a couple of errors, but they were nothing that caused the program to crash, nor did it interfere in what I was doing. But be aware, on some systems you might find some bugs just because of the age of the program compared to the age of your current computer system. But again, that is WriteWay Pro and is available at WriteWayPro.com/download. It's Windows only and it is completely free. So that's the first two programs that we're going to look at. Join me next time where we will look at two other programs that you can get for under $30 for the desktop.